Have you ever woken up at 2 a.m., groggy and frustrated, needing to rush to the bathroom, despite barely drinking any water that day? It feels so unfair. You're exhausted, your legs are cold, and no matter how hard you try, falling back asleep seems impossible. The next morning, you drag yourself out of bed, feeling even more drained than when you first went to sleep. For millions of Americans over 65, this isn't just an occasional nuisance. It's a nightly struggle that steals away the deep restorative rest your body desperately needs. It's easy to blame aging or think that this is just how life works after 60. But what if I told you the real problem isn't how much water you drink, it's when you drink it? In this video, I'm revealing 5 golden windows of time to drink water that can stop those annoying late-night trips to the bathroom, help you sleep more peacefully, and let you wake up feeling refreshed and energized, without sacrificing your daily hydration. These time windows are backed by research from places like the Mayo Clinic, Cleveland Clinic, and Johns Hopkins, and they're surprisingly simple to follow. Before we begin, I'd love to hear from you. Where are you watching this video from, and what time of day is it right now? Tell me in the comments, even if it's just an ordinary moment in your day. I truly appreciate it. And if you find this content helpful, don't forget to hit subscribe so you won't miss the next health tip designed especially for older adults like you. Why timing your water matters more than you think. After we pass the age of 60, our bodies quietly begin to change in ways we often don't notice until they start affecting our daily lives. Your kidneys, once able to filter efficiently all day and night, now work a little slower. Your bladder muscles, which held steady for decades, may weaken just enough that they signal full sooner than they used to, and your sleep, once deep and steady, can become lighter, more fragile, and far easier to disturb. Doctors at the Mayo Clinic and researchers in the Journal of Human Nutrition and Dietetics have found something many seniors don't realize. It's not always the amount of water you drink that wakes you up at night, but the timing. Drink the same amount of water, but shift the hours you drink it, and you can experience completely different nights of rest. Let's imagine 2 friends, both in their 70s, each drinking about 8 cups of water a day. One spreads her water throughout the morning and early afternoon, slowing down by dinner. The other sips steadily until bedtime. They're drinking the same total, but their nights couldn't be more different. The first wakes up once or not at all. The second wakes twice, sometimes 3 times, feeling chilled and restless before finally drifting back to sleep. This difference isn't magic, it's science. Drinking water earlier in the day gives your kidneys time to filter and your bladder time to empty before you head to bed. It helps regulate your nighttime blood pressure, keeps your circulation steady, and reduces the pressure on your heart while you sleep. On the other hand, drinking large amounts too late can cause spikes in blood pressure at night, increase fluid retention in your legs, and send your bladder into overdrive just as your body is trying to rest. The good news is you don't have to cut back on water and risk dehydration. You simply need to drink it at the right times. This small change can protect your heart, improve your circulation, and give you back those long, peaceful stretches of sleep that feel so rare these days. If you've been feeling frustrated by restless nights or that nagging pressure to get up and go, know that you're not alone. And more importantly, know that you still have control by adjusting when you drink, not just how much. You can help your body work with you, not against you, even as the years pass. That's the kind of simple, powerful habit that can make tomorrow night feel entirely different from tonight. The morning habit that wakes up your kidneys and protects your sleep. The very first hour after you wake up may be the most important time of the entire day for your kidneys. After a long night's rest, your body is in a state of mild dehydration. Your blood is thicker, your body temperature is lower, and your metabolism is moving at its slowest pace. These changes are natural, but if you don't help your body recover quickly, your kidneys will delay their filtration work until much later. That delay can mean more fluids building up and being processed at night, the very time you're trying to sleep. Doctors at the Mayo Clinic and researchers in the Journal of Human Nutrition and Dietetics have found something many seniors don't realize. It's not always the amount of water you drink that wakes you up at night, but the timing. Drink the same amount of water, but shift the hours you drink it, and you can experience completely different nights of rest. Before breakfast, when you first start moving around the house, take a small step and sip about 5 to 7 ounces of warm water, around 150 to 200 milliliters, right after you brush your teeth. Sip your water slowly, one small mouthful at a time, instead of gulping it down. If you want to add a little more benefit, drop in a thin slice of ginger for a warm, soothing effect, or add a few drops of lemon to gently stimulate digestion. And here's one more tip that may surprise you. Try to hold off on coffee for at least 30 minutes after waking. Your body will thank you for letting water, not caffeine, take the lead in rehydrating your system. In American culture, starting the day with a cup of coffee is almost a badge of honor, a morning ritual as familiar as the sunrise. But think of this as a new kind of morning ritual, one that begins not with a jolt, but with gentle restoration. Your warm water is like a quiet conversation with your body, telling it, it's time to wake up and work with me today. Over time, this habit can become as comforting as your favorite mug, but with the added reward of more peaceful nights.
If you've been feeling the frustration of interrupted sleep, know that this is a change you can make tomorrow morning without spending a dime or rearranging your entire routine. Just a few sips of warm water at the right time can set the tone for better circulation, healthier kidneys, and fewer nighttime awakenings. It's a small daily choice that gives you back something priceless, the deep, uninterrupted rest you deserve. Golden time number 4, 11:30 a.m., 12:01 p.m. Late morning is a moment when your body quietly begins preparing for one of the most important events of the day, lunch. Around this time, your digestive system starts producing stronger stomach acids, getting ready to break down food and absorb nutrients. For many older adults, this process isn't as smooth as it used to be. Muscle tone in the esophagus can weaken, and the natural rhythm of digestion can slow, making you more prone to acid reflux, bloating, or discomfort after meals. Drinking a small glass of warm water about 20 to 30 minutes before lunch can make a big difference. Researchers from the American Journal of Physiology and the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition have found that this simple habit can help your stomach produce just the right amount of acid without overstimulation. It primes your digestive tract, helps food move along more easily, and even improves nutrient absorption, something especially important as we age and our bodies work harder to pull vitamins and minerals from food. Warm water before a meal can also lower the risk of acid reflux by gently clearing any lingering acid from the esophagus before eating. Think of it as giving your stomach a head start, so it's ready for the work ahead without becoming overwhelmed. And because you're hydrating before the meal, your kidneys can process the water earlier in the day, which helps reduce the need for nighttime bathroom trips. In practical terms, this doesn't mean chugging a large glass. Just 3 to 5 ounces, about 100 to 150 milliliters, is enough. Sip it slowly, letting the warmth relax your stomach. For an added touch of comfort, drop in a thin slice of apple for gentle sweetness, or a small stick of cinnamon for a soothing aroma. These little touches not only make the water more pleasant, but also add mild antioxidants that support digestive health. In American culture, lunch often happens on the go. A quick sandwich between errands, a microwave meal at the desk, or a fast bite while watching the clock. It's easy to overlook preparation when you're hungry and pressed for time, but taking a moment to drink warm water before you eat is like setting the table for your digestive system. It tells your body, we're about to eat, let's get ready. And that simple preparation can make the entire meal more comfortable. For seniors who sometimes feel discouraged by post-meal discomfort or the thought of heartburn creeping in later, this habit is a small, hopeful step. It's a choice you can make every day that's quick, cost-free, and entirely within your control. You might find that not only does your digestion improve, but your afternoons feel lighter, your energy steadier, and your nights more restful. That's the quiet power of drinking water at the right time. It works with your body instead of against it. Golden time number 3, 3:30 p.m., 4:00 p.m. By mid-afternoon, your body has already worked through breakfast, lunch, and the quiet hours in between. For many older adults, this is also the time when circulation begins to slow and fluids start to pool in the lower legs. You might notice a slight heaviness in your calves, a faint line on your skin where your socks were, or shoes that feel a little tighter than they did in the morning. These changes are common, but they're also early signs that your circulation could use a gentle boost before the day winds down. The Cleveland Clinic and studies published in Advances in Chronic Kidney Disease point to a simple, targeted habit that can help. Drinking a small glass of warm water about 5 ounces or 150 milliliters, between 3:31 and 4:00 p.m., can encourage your body to move excess fluids back into circulation. The warmth helps relax blood vessels, making it easier for your heart to pump and your kidneys to filter. Because this is still several hours before bedtime, your body has plenty of time to process the water without it showing up as a full bladder at 2 a.m. To make the effect even stronger, pair your water with a short walk. Just 5 to 10 minutes of gentle movement, pacing around the house, walking to the mailbox, or strolling through the yard can activate the calf muscles that work like pumps for your veins. This combination of hydration and light movement can reduce swelling in the ankles, improve lymphatic flow, and leave your legs feeling lighter into the evening. In many American households, mid-afternoon is a time of sitting still. You might be reading the newspaper, catching up on a TV show, or working on a puzzle at the kitchen table. While these are comforting routines, staying seated for hours allows gravity to pull fluids down and keep them there. Standing up, sipping warm water, and moving a little breaks that cycle and reminds your body to keep fluids circulating.
If you've been feeling frustrated by the slow creeping heaviness in your legs or the swelling that seems to settle in by dinner time, this is a habit worth trying. It's quick, it's free, and it doesn't require you to change your entire schedule. You may notice that your legs feel more comfortable, your energy lasts longer into the evening, and your nights are less disturbed by the need to get up and go. Small, deliberate actions like this are the kind of health choices that add up quietly over time. By making the most of this mid-afternoon golden hour, you're not just helping your circulation today, you're also protecting the quality of your sleep tonight. And that's a reward you'll feel from the moment you wake up tomorrow. Golden time number 2, around 5:00 p.m. Before light activity. Late afternoon often feels like the perfect time to get up and move a little, especially after a day of quieter activities. For many older adults, this is when the weather cools, the light softens, and the yard or neighborhood seems to call for attention. You might be thinking about tending to your garden, walking the dog, hitting a few golf balls, or tidying up the house before dinner. These are healthy, enjoyable routines, but starting them without the right preparation can leave your muscles tight, your energy fading too soon, or your body overheated before you realize it. The International Society of Sports Nutrition and the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity both point to a small but important habit: hydrating before you start moving. Drinking about 3 to 4 ounces of warm water, roughly 100 milliliters, 15 to 30 minutes before a light activity can make a noticeable difference. That little boost of hydration helps keep muscles supple, reduces the chance of cramps, and supports natural sweating so your body can regulate its temperature. For seniors especially, whose sense of thirst may not be as sharp, this pre-activity drink acts as a quiet safeguard against dehydration. If you tend to sweat more during outdoor chores or walks, you can add a small twist to your water. A splash of coconut water can help replace electrolytes, or just a few grains of sea salt can lightly balance your body's sodium and fluid levels. This isn't about sports drinks loaded with sugar. It's about giving your body exactly what it needs to work comfortably and recover smoothly. Think about how many times you've started an afternoon task feeling fine, only to be surprised by sudden fatigue or a muscle twinge that forces you to stop. Those small disruptions don't just cut your activity short, they can leave you feeling hesitant to stay active in the future. By hydrating before you begin, you're taking a preventative step that keeps you moving longer and with more confidence. In American life, especially for those over 65, activities like gardening, walking in the neighborhood, or light home projects are more than just exercise. They're part of our social and emotional well-being. They connect us to our surroundings, keep us engaged, and provide a sense of accomplishment. But they also quietly tax the body, particularly when we start them in a slightly dehydrated state without realizing it. By making this 5 p.m. water break a regular habit, you set yourself up for a better experience every time. You may notice fewer aches afterward, more energy to finish what you started, and even better sleep that night because your body isn't dealing with the stress of late-day dehydration. It's a simple choice with lasting rewards, helping you keep the activities you love safe, comfortable, and truly enjoyable. Golden time number 1, stop drinking after 6 p.m.
For many older adults, the hours after dinner are meant for winding down, perhaps reading a book, watching a favorite show, or catching up with family. Yet, this is also the window when an unnoticed habit can quietly disrupt your entire night's rest. Drinking too much water after 6 p.m. might seem harmless, but for the body over 60, it can set off a chain of events that leads straight to restless, broken sleep. Researchers at Johns Hopkins and findings published in the Sleep Health Journal confirm what many seniors already suspect. The timing of your last drink matters just as much as the total amount you consume. As we age, the kidneys slow their filtration rate in the evening, and the bladder's capacity can be reduced. This means late fluid intake doesn't get processed in time before bed, leaving you with a full bladder in the middle of the night, often around 1 or 2 in the morning. That trip to the bathroom may be brief, but the disruption can make it harder to fall back asleep, leaving you tired and foggy the next day. The golden rule is simple: stop drinking large amounts of water after 6 p.m. This doesn't mean you have to go thirsty. If you feel the need for a sip, choose warm water, just 1 or 2 mouthfuls, about 20 to 30 milliliters at a time. The warmth is gentle on your system, and the small quantity satisfies your mouth without overwhelming your bladder. Just as nutritionists warn against late-night snacks because your body struggles to process heavy foods before sleep, think of this as applying the same principle to water. Giving your digestive and urinary systems a few hours without extra work allows your body to shift fully into rest and repair mode. It's also wise to avoid ice water, soda, or anything with caffeine in the evening. Cold drinks can cause mild constriction in blood vessels, sodas add unnecessary sugar, and caffeine lingers in the system far longer than many people realize, sometimes up to 8 hours, making it harder to fall into deep sleep.
Imagine finishing your evening glass of water right after dinner, then spending the rest of the night free from the nagging thought of, will I have to get up later? This simple shift not only reduces nighttime bathroom trips, but also helps regulate your nighttime blood pressure and supports more consistent, uninterrupted rest. For many, making this change feels surprisingly easy. It's not about giving something up entirely, but about respecting your body's natural rhythm. And in return, you may notice calmer nights, clearer mornings, and a renewed sense of energy that carries into your day. Small, intentional choices like this remind us that even as our bodies change, we still have the power to work with them and protect the rest we've earned. 3 gentle drinks recommended for adults over 60. When it comes to supporting your health after 60, the best choices are often the simplest ones. You don't need exotic ingredients, expensive bottled waters, or trendy supplements to keep your body hydrated and functioning well. What you truly need are drinks that are easy on the stomach, gentle on the kidneys, and nourishing enough to help you feel your best throughout the day. The first option is plain warm water. It may sound almost too simple, but warm water is quickly absorbed by the body without shocking your system the way cold water can. For older adults whose digestion and circulation may be more sensitive, this can make a big difference. Warm water relaxes the muscles of the digestive tract, supports steady blood flow, and doesn't overload your bladder the way ice-cold beverages sometimes do. A small mug of warm water in the morning and again in the afternoon can be one of the most comforting and beneficial habits you develop. The second drink is diluted ginger water. Just a few thin slices of fresh ginger steeped in warm water create a mild, naturally anti-inflammatory beverage. Ginger has been shown to help ease digestion, soothe nausea, and warm the body from the inside out. For seniors who sometimes feel chilled, especially in cooler months, this can be a pleasant way to stay hydrated while also supporting joint and digestive health. Keep a small piece of ginger in your kitchen. It lasts for weeks in the refrigerator, and you can make this drink in minutes. The third choice is unsweetened diluted lemon water. By adding just a few drops of fresh lemon juice to warm water, you can provide your body with a boost of vitamin C and gentle antioxidants. Lemon water can support your immune system, help the kidneys flush out toxins, and freshen the palate without adding sugar. It's important to keep it mild. Too much lemon can upset the stomach or erode tooth enamel, but a light squeeze can brighten your drink and your mood. All 3 of these drinks are easy to prepare in any American kitchen. You don't need special equipment, just a kettle or microwave to heat water, a mug, and your chosen ingredient. They cost very little, take only a few minutes, and can be enjoyed at any time of day. Choosing warm, gentle drinks like these can help you stay hydrated without overwhelming your system, especially in the evening hours when you want to avoid waking at night.
They remind us that health doesn't have to be complicated. Sometimes it's about returning to the basics and doing them well. By making these drinks part of your daily routine, you can nourish your body, protect your sleep, and keep a small sense of comfort close at hand. Additional tips and flexible adjustments. While timing your water intake can make a remarkable difference, the total amount you drink each day still matters. For most older adults, aiming for about 2 to 2.5 liters daily is a good guideline, though the exact amount depends on your body size, activity level, and any health conditions you may have. Remember, it's not only about the water you pour from a glass. Hydration comes from many sources. Soups, stews, fresh fruits and vegetables like cucumbers, melons, and leafy greens can all contribute to your daily intake in a gentle, nourishing way. Instead of trying to meet your hydration goal in a few big drinks, focus on taking small sips throughout the day. This approach is easier on your kidneys, steadier for your circulation, and less likely to overload your bladder. Think of hydration as a steady stream rather than a sudden flood. A few mouthfuls of water when you first wake up, another small drink mid-morning, a little before lunch, and so on. Each one quietly adds up. It's also wise to adjust your intake based on the season and your daily activities. On hot summer days, especially if you're outdoors, gardening, or walking, you may need a little more water and perhaps a touch of added electrolytes. In cooler months, your thirst might not be as strong, but your body still needs consistent fluids to keep joints lubricated, digestion smooth, and energy levels stable. And if you're recovering from an illness, managing a chronic condition, or taking certain medications, your doctor can help fine-tune your daily fluid needs. One of the quiet challenges of aging is learning how to listen to your body's subtle signals. You might not feel thirsty until you're already low on fluids, or you might confuse thirst with hunger. Keeping a refillable glass or bottle nearby is a simple reminder to sip regularly. It's a small act of self-care, but one that can protect your energy, your focus, and even your mood. Hydration doesn't have to be complicated, and it doesn't require rigid rules that make you feel restricted. It's about creating a rhythm that works for your life and supports your health. With a little awareness and a few adjustments, you can give your body what it needs, not just to get through the day, but to feel steady, strong, and in control. I hope today's conversation has shown you that sometimes the smallest changes, like drinking water at the right times, can make the biggest difference for your sleep, your comfort, and your overall health. Taking care of your body doesn't have to be complicated. It can be as simple as working with your natural rhythm and giving your system the gentle support it needs. These tips are shared for general awareness. If you're facing any health challenges, be sure to check with your doctor before trying anything new. I'd love to hear from you. Share in the comments what you're taking away from today's video, or simply type the word HOPE if you're ready to make a small, positive change for yourself. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell so you don't miss future tips, and share this video with a friend or loved one who might need a little encouragement. Until next time, may your nights be peaceful, your mornings feel light, and your days be filled with a quiet confidence that you're taking good care of yourself.